Alright, today I'm going to talk about giving leniency to children with issues outside of school issues for in education and academic. Our children lack preparation for the future if given leniency due to issues such as coming from a broken home or drugs or alcohol. And giving leniency means pushing children through the school system without the proper preparation for the future. If we do that, our children will be robbed of their hopes and dreams in life. I was raised by a single parent who didn't have much experience in the area of guidance in the school system, but she always pushed us to do our best, me and my other 4 siblings. She didn't settle for any excuses, regardless of what was going on in our home. She always pushed us to do our very best. And she also saw to it that we did our homework. That was first before anything. So today what I'm going to do is discuss the issues, how it affects pushing a student through school because of their circumstances, how it will deprive the chances of them learning the basic skills that are needed for the future. A leniency is due to those issues that I just discussed with divorce or drug dependency or any of those type of issues will only just keep them from getting the proper skills set for the future. What we need to do to avoid that is encourage them to do their best in school, push them to give every effort that they have or that they can give to succeed in school. We as parents need to take interest in their academics, and we do that by showing up to the conferences, or like if they have plays in schools or their extracurricular activities such as basketballs or any kind of sports activity. If you show interest in a child's in what they're interested in, then they tend to go far, or they tend to not stray. For those who don't, if we don't participate or don't do anything about it, our children will end up in a lot of trouble. There are a lot of systems or prisons that are full of juvenile delinquents. We want to prevent that from happening, as well as a continued cycle. It going down carrying it down from one generation to the next. Another way to attack the issue is everyone should be held accountable. And when I say that, I mean from the school, the teacher, as well as the parents. Everyone should share the responsibility of seeing that our children do their best. If we have the teachers and parents partnering up to take interest in participating in the children's activity, or partnering up to stay in communication with each other, to give let the parents, if the teachers let the parents know how the children are doing on a daily basis. With today's technologies, there's really no excuses not to stay in communication with each other. There's so many different options. Most teachers now, they have their own websites. You can communicate through websites, through text messaging, through cell phones and all. And they passed an act back in 2001 called the No Child Left Behind. It's a system that the government has, pretty much like accountability for the student and their progress. I did a little PowerPoint here to show you what the No Child Left Behind Act pretty much entails. It says that the No Child Left Behind Act, as of 2001, is the United States Act of Congress that is a reauthorization of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, which include Title I government flagship and program for disadvantaged students. The major focus of a No Child Left Behind Act is to close students' achievement gaps by providing all children with a fair, equal, and significant opportunity to obtain high-quality education. The U.S. Department of Education emphasizes 4 pillars within the bill. Accountability, this is to ensure those students who are at a disadvantage achieve academic proficiency. Flexibility, this allows school district flexibility in how they use federal education funds to improve the students' achievement. Research-based education. This emphasizes educational program and practice that have been proven effective through the scientific research. And parent option. This increases the choices of availability to the parents of students attending Title I school. Now, the last page is just pretty much some web links to give you more in-depth details on how this information really applies to you all. So I can provide that, at the end of the topic, at the end of my speech. Let's see. The counterpart or the opposing aspect of leniency, I feel that this leniency only works if there's a death in the family or something, if it's due to chronic illness. Then you can kind of understand given leniency in those cases. But I still feel like even then, if warranted, you can still work with the child to see what information was missed during the time of their absence and work with them to make sure that they still getting the proper assistance that they need to excel in school in their academics. To me, it's very important for each student to put forth a real effort to learn. So accountability is not only within the parents and the parents and the teacher, but it's in the students themselves. They have to want it just as much. And, part of that is our responsibility is to motivate them and, stimulate them to be creative and to listen to them and try to get an understanding what it is that they want in their future. So even if they have a mentor in their life, it will make a big difference in a child's life. It will give them a sense of fulfillment and a sense of accomplishment. So we all can make a difference in a child's life. I'm going to sum this up by stating that our children will someday run the world. Our children needs to be prepared for the future. So we all have children. It doesn't have to be biological. It could be, it's a sister, nephew, brother, cousin, or aunt. It doesn't make a difference. Just take part in another child's interest. Hence the act, no child. Let's not leave a child behind. And that's the end of my speech. Thank you.